see what Brother Jones got for us. Brother Jones really be going in and, watching all the videos and stuff and breaking them joints down real good. So that's why I just fuck with Brother Jones shit all the time.
Okay, just dropped some inside news on NBA 2K26. So in this video, I'm gonna show you my live reaction to it on Twitch.
That's a 7-foot
2K
Curry.
dropping the little sneak peek of all NBA 2K26 stuff, man. Make sure you watch the full video so you don't miss none of the sneaks and the leaks. Let's get to it.
Let's do a rapid recap of last week. First up, we revealed our NBA 2K26 cover athletes.
No doubt.
MVP and also Finals MVP on the Standard Edition. Angel Reese on the WNBA Edition and the Superstar Edition
WNBA Edition.
Carmelo Anthony. I have seen a lot of Melo fans out
Shout out
there
Angel
who very,
Reese.
very much love this cover, including someone who is going to be joining us very shortly that you might be able to guess who I'm talking about, but he will be here in just a second.
Ooh.
But maybe the biggest news of the week for you all was, of course, about early access. In case you didn't see it, this year's early access, if you get the Superstar Edition or the Leave No Doubt Edition, will begin on August 29th. That is a whole week before launch on September 5th. I'm pretty sure that is the longest early access, at least that I can remember, so hopefully everybody is excited.
Hope they don't do this BS and
now,
shit.
there are a good 6 weeks until
up?
then, and we are just so excited to talk about 2K26 that we wanted to give you all an early teaser.
Come on,
I made a post yesterday that we know that after the cover athletes and after the pre-orders, it can feel like a long quiet period before we get into gameplay. So think of today as an appetizer. And what that means is, to be really clear, we are not getting into the main courses of 2K26. We are not talking about the full reveals for each of those game modes. Those are going to come later. But there are a few things we can talk about today that I know
tell
you all
us,
love.
man.
Yeah, bro,
My personal
damn.
favorite changes as well. There's
Look at
improvements
this
that have
yapping,
been
bro.
inspired by community feedback that our dev team has been working very hard that we wanted to pull together and share with you all today. But I have rambled on long enough. Let us welcome in a special guest from the community so that I am not up here by myself.
Ooh.
Dax, how you doing today?
Hey,
Yo,
they
chat,
hired
what
him
is
back.
good, man. Super excited to be here.
They fired
Talk
stats.
about 2K26, man.
They hired him back.
Got a few things I just found out recently, and excited to hear about it, share it with you guys as well. So let's do it, baby.
I thought Stack said
Yeah,
he
so
was
Stax
leaving
just got a
2K.
sneak peek of the sneak peek a little bit ago before we went live. So he has a list of everything we can talk about today. And now we're going to walk you through it together.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm thinking about doing like a my career, cause I know I always do, rec program stuff. I'm thinking about doing a my career storyline, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not storyline, but that's going through. You feel me? Cause I be getting a little, you know what I'm saying? I be getting a little tired of like rec and program and shit like that. But I do want to do like a my career, cause I ain't finished my career in since 21. I ain't won the NBA final championships 21, bro. So I'm thinking about doing one.
Section by section. You feeling good about this, Dax?
Yeah, for sure, man. And why not just go ahead and dive right in it? You know what I'm saying? Let's start out with probably the thing that everybody want to know the most about, gameplay. And first we have rewarding skill-based gameplay. So Evan.
Oh.
Rewarding skill-based.
All right, we're going to get right into it then. I hope everybody is paying attention because we are going to start off with a big topic and one that I know many in the community have shared a lot of thoughts on. It's been a very hot topic this year indeed. So today, what we want to share.
But one thing be, look, niggas will watch all this shit, right? Not Brother Jones, not like that. But niggas will watch all this new shit that they claim that the 2K claim that they bring into the game, and they still gonna shake that ass behind that screen, folks. They still gonna be prime, eagle on getters, all that. And so we finna see with this skill-based gameplay shit, cause niggas always saying skill-based this, skill gap that. I want to see if the screen turkers really gonna utilize this skill-based gameplay shit. How about that? Y'all challenge y'all niggas that. Y'all know the screen turkers, they be the screen turkers a very dangerous community.
One of the dev team's themes was ensuring a skill-based gameplay experience where you feel more in control and you feel that what you're doing on the sticks, on the controller, is more reflected by what you're seeing on your screen. And that is an overall theme, so you're gonna feel it across
y'all be
shot
betting?
outcomes, blocks, steals,
Let me know
loose balls,
Send the
rebounds,
plays.
and more across just how gameplay feels this year. Now, Stacks, I know we can't leave the community here with a broad theme and no details, so there are a couple things that we can say today, so listen closely.
Okay.
The first one, higher difficulties are going to play with green or miss jump shot timing. Now, when we say higher difficulties, that includes most competitive multiplayer modes that many of you all play. So in those modes, you're not going to see early or late releases going in on those difficulties, which I think is a very welcome news to many of you. Second
green
thing,
or miss?
the shot meters and the dunk meters are both going to show you your green windows.
Y'all know what that mean, bro? We not getting back. We'll never get back insta green animations, bro. Because if it's green to miss, why would they give you a green animation? You know what I'm saying? If they want everybody to kind of like wait for the ball to hit the rim and shit. You know what I'm saying? So people can't just automatically get like open fast breaks and stuff like that. So we ain't getting insta greens no more.
In 2K26. That was a point of feedback that came up a lot, and even as the year went on, I kept seeing that many weren't getting used to the new 2K25 shot meters, especially slashers. I gave that feedback a lot. So in 2K26, the meters are going to have the green windows again.
Interesting.
That sounds like 24.
Layup timing is going to be permanently enabled in multiplayer mode. That means you're not going to be seeing real player percentage layups go over you anymore with someone that's just tapping a button. All the layups need to be timed in those modes. But those of you who are newer to the game, we do want to clarify that you shouldn't think that you aren't going to be able to make a layup anymore. Because this is not meant to make it really hard for you to make your open layups, but rather to separate the really good finishers from the weaker ones, and definitely to make sure that there's more skill involved.
What about acrobat layups though? Like on 24, when you had your green meter, but you acrobat that bitch just went in on some crazy shit. I was doing crazy acrobats on 24, bro.
So those are the three things that we have to share for gameplay for now. Green or miss shot timing, green windows on the shot meter and dunk meter,
That's good.
and layup timing being enabled. So hopefully those are all good news to you. I see the chat is happy, it seems. It seems like they are.
Yeah,
and there is a lot more that we will be sharing later when we do our full gameplay.
If I want to boom a nigga,
you'll have to be patient, and the details will come here before you know it.
And those all sound like things that, you know, throughout the year the community was talking about, and changes that they wanted to see be made. So
he said more lies.
We're finally getting those things in. With that being said, just a reminder for you guys too, the full gameplay reveal will be the week of July 28th. All right,
July
so keep that in mind. This was just a small
gameplay. July 28th, y'all.
Week of July 28th. More gameplay details.
Yes, sir.
Will be out.
Okay.
July 28th.
Exactly. Also, one last thing. By the way, Mike is not going to be answering questions today. I know you all love hearing from him.
Mike,
we don't love him.
Very busy guy right now. He and his whole team and the whole dev team are working on the game to be ready for you all. So we're gonna wait until after the full reveal of these modes and gameplay to answer any questions.
He's definitely
Mike is
running.
not gonna be answering questions today. Don't blame him. Let the man work. He is very busy right now.
Mike,
he and his entire team.
He's still working on a game that come out soon. He's working very hard on a game that's about to get released. Expect the bullshit, y'all.
5 minutes, Mike. It's 5 minutes.
Oh my god.
With that said, what is next, Stacks?
That nigga's working
hard.
hard.
Most anticipated, maybe not most anticipated, but highly anticipated. We're gonna be talking a little bit about the My Player Builder.
Oh, shoot.
I know a lot of people want to hear about that. And first, we got Build with New Insights. I really wonder what that means, Evan. Break it down for us.
What that mean?
All right, let's explain this a little bit. So, obviously, one of the first things many of you do in 2K is you go into the builder and you experiment, right? That is such an important part of every 2K for you. And the dev team has taken time to add more previews and more quality of life improvements to that process. So there's going to be multiple things that we can talk about later, but one example that we can share today of what that might mean is a nice little addition that you can now preview the body types that you'll be able to unlock right from inside the builder. Because I've seen many people make a build, they save it, then they go and check the body types, and then if it doesn't have the ones they want, they back out, tweak it a little bit, check again, and repeat and repeat, repeat.
I mean, that's
cool. Kind of time consuming.
Okay,
so
that's cool.
You will not have to do that anymore. You will be able to see the body type.
I should never fucking removed it, bro. They should never removed it. I mean, yeah, previewing, yeah, of course you can't choose them no more. Choose your, you know what I'm saying? You can't be 150 pounds and be burly no more, but they should have never took it off, bro. I'm not excited. I'm not excited for that shit.
Before you are done with your build.
I care,
And that
bro.
is just one example of
Didn't
some of
we
the
used to be able to
improvements to
do
the
that
builder,
anyway? At
some
one
Yeah.
quality of life upgrades
Definitely
that we're going to
did,
talk
bro.
about more later.
Didn't we
this summer.
already have that like a few years ago?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So another one that I
Bro.
see here.
Why is that even
staying
tied
on
to the
topic
workout
of
to
the
begin
My
with?
Player Builder is fresh play styles year round. Okay,
Huh?
let's talk about that a little bit. Fresh play styles.
Oh no.
Yeah, so of all the feedback this year, it has been consistent that many people in the community love Capbreaker, right? In case you weren't locked into 2K25, you don't know what that is. What Capbreakers do is they allow you to improve your build even after you finish making it. So you can make the attributes even better, and then that unlocks the badges and animations, and then your build continues to stay fresh. So today, we can confirm that Capbreakers will be back in 2K26, and there will also be other new ways to improve your build and earn those Capbreakers that we're going to talk about soon. The other thing that I saw a lot of positive feedback on this year was the takeover system.
Cheaper builds.
You have 5 levels that heat up automatically. You don't need to activate it manually, and then a takeover ability at level 5. That system at its core is back, but it is more in depth now. There are some new mechanics, and the progression is also streamlined. So unlocking takeovers and the pure amount of takeovers and special abilities or takeover abilities, that is not going to be as intimidating anymore in 2K26.
Thank God.
So
thank God.
we're going to talk about
Man.
takeover and Capbreaker
Thank
soon,
God.
but
Nigga.
now they are back.
You dead ass had to play. Man, I had centers with fucking like 15, 20 takeovers, bro. Who finna, and then to get level 5, you had to play 15 games. First, you got to play 10. So you got to play a total of 25 games of getting level 5 or whatever, level 3s to unlock it. Like, bro, who finna do that for 20 takeovers, gang? And also, they just throwing shit in our face that niggas don't even really care about, bro. I know, understand they talking about cap breakers coming back, but can we put cap breakers on things that's capped out like we used to back in the day? Like, yeah, my dunk may max out on my build at 96, but can I exceed that? Like, I don't want to put cap breakers on places that, oh, I ain't have enough animation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, enough points to put right here. Like, no, we should be able to exceed it like how they used to back in the day, bro. Like, if my 3-pointers at 79 in a builder and I max out at 79, I should be able to exceed that with my cap breakers, bro.
And they are much improved.
No way, we're gonna summarize all this. We're gonna watch
Interesting.
it
I'm
back.
definitely looking forward to hear more
We're
about
gonna watch
those
it back.
takeovers. But as we keep things moving, I think this right here was something, again, that the community would talk about throughout the life cycle of like any 2K game, and it's my player build diversity. So,
Yay!
what are we talking about there?
Come on.
Yeah, so build diversity is really important, and the dev team has been working hard to ensure that whether you have a short build, a tall build, or somewhere in between, that there are ways that you can be effective on the court. So when we get to the full 2K26 builder reveal, or when some of our creators have their hands on the builder later in the summer, you will hopefully notice some of the changes that are striving to hit that goal of build diversity. That is it for my player for now. There are many more details that we just can't share today. I'm excited for what's coming up, though.
Yeah,
Look
man.
at
I see this little sneak peek right here for me, just as someone that's a fan of the game, makes me really excited, and I definitely want to hear the rest of it. But just a reminder again for everybody in the chat, the full My Player Builder reveal will be the week of August 4th. So put that on your calendar. If you're looking forward
August
to that
4th.
week of August 4th.
August
will be
4th
the,
week.
Full My Player Builder
Builder.
reveal.
Dang,
With that
bro.
being said, next up is my team. So all of my team fans, lock in.
We don't care.
And we're starting out with
some of y'all
Triple
might.
Threat Park. What do we have going on there?
What they do now?
Well, Triple Threat Park is back. It has been a very fun first year in 2K25.
Me personally, I don't care about my team. So, you know what I'm saying? If y'all some my team people, my fault. But I'm not watching the gang. I ain't gonna lie.
My favorite mode, we're going to be talking about my career.
There you go.
And
Come
what
on.
do I see here, Evan? Does it say a new my career storyline? Is that what we get in here?
Yes, you are
I mean, I
correct.
would hope
So,
so.
my career is a really important mode to us because so many of you love playing in your NBA careers. Makes sense, right? Who doesn't want to make themselves, put them on an NBA team? It's fun. So, this year, the dev team has spent time building out a full prelude story that is called Out of Bounds. Title of it, Now,
Out of
I'm not going to
bounds.
spoil how the story goes, of course, but what we can say is that there are now more consequences to the story games and your choices. So, for example, if you've got a game and your goal is to outshine your opponent, but you fail, your agent might not be able to get you the best opportunities because you didn't pass those objectives. So it makes things more
Like college
interesting. And
football?
personally, every year, I still start with my career for at least a few hours before I go into multiplayer in the city and all that. So
Facts.
I'm excited to play through this out of bounds storyline myself. Hope you guys are as well.
You ain't tell us nothing but I.
Sir, yes,
Yeah, he
sir.
didn't.
Also,
Didn't tell
where
us
will you go?
Basically, it sounds like college football. If you get these objectives, right? You know how it mess up your ranking and shit like that. If you got these objectives and you don't accomplish them, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if your stock gonna go down because you talking about it sound like your agent gonna be. So I guess it's gonna mess up. It sounds like we're gonna be playing a couple games before we can get to the NBA. Of course, they already revealed that. We're gonna be trying to like get drafted, whatever you want to get drafted. I generally don't care as long as I get in the house, nigga. If we ain't get like no extra VC, no sign-up bonus or nothing like that, I generally don't give a damn where I get drafted at. But it sounds like that's what they trying to do.
In the NBA draft, it looked like the draft is back.
Well, ultimately,
nice.
you want to get drafted to the NBA, right? I don't think that's a
it
spoiler.
matters?
You can say that. The draft is also an area of my career where I've seen brought up a lot in feedback because it seems like half the community wants to get drafted and half want to pick their team so that they can go to the Lakers and play with LeBron and Luka. Or if you're like Stacks, picking the Knicks, of course, playing with Brunson over there. But our dev team has done the best of both worlds in 2K26. So this year, you can be drafted based on your performance and how well you fit each team. Or you could also bet on yourself. You can pick a team to do a private workout for and try to convince them to draft you instead. So the decision is up to you whether you want to get drafted.
That's what I'm talking about. I literally just saying I want to do my career story. I want to narrate one. That's incredible because I'm gonna try to work out for the Bulls, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Chicago. I want to play for the Bulls. I always pick the Bulls, but I would definitely do a work. And if the fucking Bulls need me, nigga, the fuck, trash ass Bulls, man. But yeah, I like that. So my career story that I'm trying to do is gonna be fire, bro.
It's a pretty nice solution to
Type
that
1 if you care
feedback
about
where
getting
we
drafted.
saw
Type 2 if you
both
don't.
ends, people who wanted to get drafted.
Type
and
1 if you
people
care
who wanted
about getting
to pick their
drafted. Type
team.
2 if you don't.
Now you can do what you want.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, I like that.
It's good
just a
for-
reminder, the full.
it's good for a
will be
content
the week
standpoint,
of
though.
August 18th. I'm excited for that.
Doing a
one
My
personally.
Career
That's probably
story.
my
Like he
favorite
said,
one.
it's
That's the one I'm
split.
waiting for
That's
the most.
fly.
But next up, we got my NBA. And we also have, when I heard about this, I thought this was really cool because
Twitch,
I always
everybody
thought
put
about
number one.
why this isn't in the
On
game. Now
Twitch,
it's in the game.
everybody
We got
number one.
dynamic
Okay,
banners.
y'all mess with it. TikTok was kind of in the middle.
Yes. So what does that mean? When teams win championships, they
My
obviously get to
NBA.
hang a banger up, right?
I don't care about my NBA, y'all. So we're gonna fast forward to the city. My NBA, yeah.
And lastly, but certainly
All right,
not
come on.
least, we
Y'all know why
have
we here.
the city. Let's dive in there.
This is why we here. Come on.
See, we got some
Oh,
heat.
could
Give
you
us
forget
some.
about the city? I see many people in the chat have been asking us to get to this. Hurry up and hurry up. Well, we are going to talk about the city a little bit.
Facts.
And I did want to talk about it first a little bit in general, because in years past, we've heard the feedback about how intimidating the city was, right? We talked about this
Come on.
before, and 2K25 was a huge step to actioning on that feedback. I think I personally noticed it right away this past year, and I think much of the community did as well. Now, we want to get you on the court faster. So this year in 2K26, without showing you the city, because we can't do that just yet, how I would describe it is it's even more intimate, it's even more accessible, and you can get wherever you want to go really quickly to further build on that big shift last year. So if you've heard the words the city come up before and you thought about that really big map with streets and turns everywhere, that is not how the city is now, and I think you're going to really like the one in 2K26. But what sneak peeks do we have for the community, Stacks? Because there's a very cool one here.
Yeah, so first up, it says there's even more ways to flex and show off in the city. Tell us what that means, Evan.
Right.
August 25th.
Right. So all of you in the community love to flex. When
Oh,
we get into
oh,
August, something you can
flexes,
expect
bro.
to hear about are multiple new ways.
Bro, ain't no way of flexing because everybody can buy everything. You can buy a mascot, nigga. You can buy this, buy that. So it's like you can buy a go-kart. You can buy this. You can buy that. You can buy a skateboard. You can buy a BMX bike, nigga, if you would like. That ain't like it's like okay, nigga, I can go buy me one too. You know what I'm saying? Back then, when the mascot came in, you know what I'm saying, on the court, you knew he was one of them niggas. When the legend flew in on the helicopter, you're like, damn, you knew he was one of them niggas. Anybody remember the little flying go-karts niggas got now, and you could be a drone, all this type of shit. It's like, so I'm curious to know what do y'all mean about flexing? And then only way that niggas can flex if y'all put the parks in the middle of the city again and put all the stores on the outside. That's the only way we're gonna be able to see and be intimate. Cause I don't even like when I come out the train station, nigga, in front of my court, I don't even think about going to the park. Like, cause it's so far, I ain't even seeing niggas hooping, bro. I'm going to the pro am, I'm going to the rec. But imagine if the courts was in the middle of the city and everything is out on the outside skirts, I might look at like, damn, niggas over there hooping. You might go over there hoop, you know what I'm saying? Like you just come outside, come out the crib, like, oh damn, niggas over there hooping. And you'll go hoop. But if you ain't seen it, if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. Like you ain't thinking that you got the theater right here, all the stoves, they trying to make us spend more VC. All the stoves and all that shit. You ain't seeing no hoops when you first come into the city, bro. That's the only way you gonna make
how we're
niggas...
putting a spotlight on players. And one that we thought we would be cool to talk about today, as an example, that's not too big of a spoiler, is our new mode leaderboards. So these rank players by the most wins in places like the theater and the rec. And the cool thing is the top player each day is going to have a big 12-foot statue of their My Player built outside of that mode's building. So if you are the number one player that day, whenever somebody walks in, you are going to be looking down on them, kind of intimidating them. So that is just one example. We can't talk about the other new additions here just yet, but you will hear more very soon later in the summer. There is one more very cool thing though, Stacks, that I have been waiting to talk about.
Yeah.
What is it? Gonna be Mode 2-3 zone.
Yeah. So this one right here, in terms of people that play in the park and stuff like that, this is probably the number one thing. And I noticed like a theme throughout this thing is a lot of community feedback. But it says right here, the park gets a makeover. Evan, we need to know what's going on with this.
Please,
So
no
we're gonna end on
futuristic
one that
parks,
I think
bro.
many of you will be really
futuristic
happy
parks,
to
y'all.
hear, because the park is getting a lot of love in 2K26, and we want to call out now that the new designs are focused on more natural and more grounded environments.
Okay.
The feedback about what direction many of you want to see the park environments go in, that has been heard.
Put it in
So
Chicago.
this year you can expect to see designs like ones that are more similar to courts that maybe you might see in the real world. Maybe in your cities or neighborhoods, you might see courts like these. And one more thing here on visuals, is that there are also new lighting improvements and a fixed time of day. And the benefit of that is that it should reduce the amount of harsh shade and harsh sunlight that you may have noticed in the past when you were playing. Both of those things, I am sure, are very welcome news. I keep seeing those brought up. So, Stacks, I hope the community is happy with them. I see a lot of W's in the chat. That is something that we've been waiting to say for a while, that the scenery in the parks is going to be more natural and more grounded, and the lighting improvements should make the harsh shade and the harsh sunlight a little bit more accessible for you all.
Nighttime hoops.
Come on, bro.
But Stacks, that is going to do it for our sneak peek. I think the community got some nice little information here. What do you think?
Yeah, for sure. And just keep in mind, guys, that in mind, more news to come during that thing. But
okay. So sound like the park gonna be more like a real neighborhood again. You know what I'm saying? They should bring back chain nets. I remember chain nets. I don't think they got chain nets no more. Chain nets was, I feel like that's valid for outside in the park, bro. I don't know. Y'all let me know, man. But like I said, I will be doing a my career storyline this year. You know, I'm gonna be doing that as well as doing my, you know, my rec stuff, my pro-am stuff, and I may go back to the park. If it's looking natural again, like how it did back in the day, that made you want to go to the park, I would definitely get out there with phone number and get some buckets. I even hoop with y'all too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all been wanting to hoop me over the years, but I just ain't been putting enough. I like the game that's been pushing me away, bro, but I'm going to give this one. This is my last hoorah, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go hard on 26, all the way up to GTA 6, but you feel me? Let me know what y'all feel. Let me know what y'all think.